Buckingham Palace basks in the daylight, a symbol of enduring legacy. She was not born to be queen, yet her destiny would shape an era. In a tender scene, baby Elizabeth is cradled in her mother's arms, a picture of royal serenity. The Duke of York watches with a gentle smile, his eyes filled with paternal affection. Born on April 21, 1926, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor was the first child of the Duke and Duchess of York. In a sun-drenched room, young Elizabeth and Margaret are lost in play, their joyful laughter filling the air. The carefree scene shatters as their parents enter, their faces burdened with unspoken news. The Duke of York kneels before his daughters, his voice heavy with the weight of destiny. "Your uncle, Edward VIII, has abdicated. I am now king." Elizabeth's innocent eyes search her father's face. "What does this mean for us, Papa?" As the world plunges into war, crowds surge outside Buckingham Palace. Teenage Elizabeth stands on the balcony with her family, her face a mask of apprehension and resolve. In the heart of the training camp, Elizabeth stands before a dismantled engine, her ATS uniform a stark contrast to the mechanical chaos. Grease streaks her cheek as she wrestles with a wrench, her initial frustration slowly giving way to a flicker of resolve. Sergeant Roberts' voice echoes through the garage. "You'll get the hang of it, Your Highness. Just like driving a royal carriage, only with more grease." A spark ignites in Elizabeth's eyes, her grip tightening on the wrench. In the dim light of a 1940s broadcasting studio, Elizabeth sits, ready to speak. Her voice, a beacon of hope, cuts through the silence. "We know that it will all be all right in the end, and that we can face whatever comes." At the Royal Naval College, Elizabeth's eyes meet Philip Mountbatten's, and a spark ignites. A smile plays on Elizabeth's lips as she exchanges a glance with Philip. Philip, radiating confidence in his naval uniform, returns Elizabeth's smile. Elizabeth is captivated by Philip's charm. Westminster Abbey buzzes with anticipation as guests fill the hallowed space, their whispers creating a gentle hum of excitement. Elizabeth, radiant in her wedding gown, walks gracefully down the aisle, her eyes sparkling with joy. Philip waits at the altar, his gaze locked on Elizabeth, his heart brimming with love and anticipation. Under the radiant African sun, Elizabeth and Philip wave to the crowds, their joy palpable. A messenger approaches, delivering a telegram that shatters the idyllic scene. Philip reads the message, his face darkening with sorrowful news. Philip hesitates, his eyes filled with sorrow as he prepares to break the devastating news. "Elizabeth?" He pauses, his eyes filled with sorrow. With profound grief, Philip delivers the heartbreaking truth. "It's your father has passed away." Elizabeth stares, the joy instantly extinguished, replaced by disbelief and overwhelming sadness. In a barely audible whisper, she utters, "My father, gone?" Westminster Abbey is filled with dignitaries as Elizabeth prepares to be crowned. The crown is placed on Elizabeth's head, marking her as Queen Elizabeth II. The weight of the crown is palpable, as Elizabeth is crowned Queen Elizabeth II. Her coronation was the first ever televised event that captivated over 20 million viewers in the UK alone. Queen Elizabeth II embarks on a tour across Canada, her presence symbolizing unity and tradition. In Australia, she connects with citizens, strengthening the ties between nations. Her journey through Africa highlights the diverse cultures within the Commonwealth. In India, she meets with leaders, reinforcing diplomatic bonds and mutual respect. Queen Elizabeth II was not just monarch of the UK, but head of the Commonwealth, uniting over 50 nations. Her presence fosters a sense of shared identity and purpose among Commonwealth members. Through her travels, Queen Elizabeth II embodies the spirit of unity and cooperation. Her dedication to the Commonwealth leaves a lasting legacy of peace and understanding. In the opulent yet functional room of Buckingham Palace, Queen Elizabeth II presides over a meeting. Sunlight streams through the tall windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Prime ministers, past and present, surround her, their expressions reflecting the weight of their discussions. She listens intently, her expression thoughtful as she navigates turbulent times. Decolonization and economic upheaval cast long shadows over the room. Her voice, calm and measured, offers thoughtful advice when asked. Amidst jubilant crowds, Prince Charles marries Diana Spencer, marking a moment of fairy tale splendor. Flags wave in a sea of celebration, the air thick with joyous anticipation. The 1980s brought fairy tale weddings and royal babies, but also cracks in the monarchy. In the heart of Buckingham Palace, Queen Elizabeth II stands before a grand fireplace, her presence commanding yet the air thick with unspoken tension. Her voice resonates with regal composure as she addresses the nation. 1992 is not a year on which I shall look back with undiluted pleasure. Outside Buckingham Palace, a sea of flowers marks the collective grief over Princess Diana's death. Inside, the Queen stands silently by the window, observing the masses. Criticism mounts, her silence fueling the public's rising discontent. Her face, a mask of regal composure, barely conceals the inner turmoil. In Buckingham Palace, Queen Elizabeth II addresses the nation, her presence a blend of royal strength and grandmotherly compassion. With queenly poise, she speaks from the heart. As your queen and as a grandmother, I believe I speak for everyone when I say I have been deeply moved by the outpouring of affection for Diana. Queen Elizabeth II shares a stage with James Bond, the crowd erupting in laughter. Amidst the Diamond Jubilee festivities, Queen Elizabeth II stands on the balcony, waving to the crowd. The crowd erupts in cheers, their voices blending in a heartfelt rendition of God Save the Queen. Her Diamond Jubilee in 2012 marked 60 years on the throne, an extraordinary legacy of endurance. Queen Elizabeth II stands tall, her eyes reflecting the weight of the nation's burden. Sunlight streams through the tall windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. She addresses the nation, her voice steady, despite the unprecedented crisis. "We will meet again," she says. "Better days will return." In the solemn quiet of St. George's Chapel, Queen Elizabeth II sits alone, a figure of profound sorrow. Her stoic resolve wavers, revealing the depth of her grief for Prince Philip. The weight of a lifetime of partnership lost is etched on her face. Platinum Jubilee celebrations ignite the atmosphere as Queen Elizabeth II appears on the balcony. Her presence, though frail, radiates a timeless regality. The crowd erupts in thunderous applause, celebrating her historic reign. The flag lowers slowly, a solemn tribute to Queen Elizabeth II. Balmoral Castle stands silent as Queen Elizabeth II passes away peacefully. Buckingham Palace is bathed in a sea of tributes. Candles flicker, casting shadows that dance with the grief of a nation. World leaders stand in solemn reverence, heads bowed, united in mourning. King Charles III steps forward, his face a mask of sorrow, ready to address his people. The air hangs heavy with loss as the narrator reflects. Queen Elizabeth II reigned longer than any other monarch in British history, through war, change, joy, and sorrow. As dawn breaks over Buckingham Palace, the sky transforms into a canvas of gold and rose. A figure stands silhouetted against the radiant sunrise. From 1926 to 2022, her life was lived in the public eye with grace, duty, and unwavering devotion. Queen Elizabeth II, her memory be as timeless as her reign.